put down on the ground. We're using the hay that's upstairs that's fallen off the bales for ground cover because why not use that and not waste it? Just some really simple things. And Red kind of showed me what he's doing over there, and I really liked it. And I think you're the right man to have over there. You're up early.
Doing a great
It's
job, Red.
my experience is you lead through example. And I want to actually spend some time over in all the areas, if I can. I'm only doing this for who knows how long, 3 days, but just to get a feel for what's happening in, the garden and the house and some of the other stuff. So I've got a few things I need to bring up. Last night I spent about 45 minutes, half hour, whatever, where guys were playing football with Bella scouring the stove. I know that we've had maggots underneath the burners. Let me talk, Bella, please. Please, honey. We had maggots under the burners. They're disgusting. The grates are gross. We used some still wool that she had, and I'm implementing a new dish schedule. There's going to be 2 people in the morning, 2 people in the evening. Everybody's going to sign up for 2 shifts. The kitchen's going to be responsible for clearing the countertops, sweeping just the floor in the kitchen, emptying the trash, and then taking care of the pantry. Did you hear that, Chef?
Yes, sir.
So you guys will do that every day. It's pretty easy. And then the kitchen people will be responsible for, there's going to be 2 people each shift, is wiping down the countertops. I would like to put a little bit of bleach in the rinse water. Half a cap is all we need. I think it's good. It cuts down on it's antimicrobial. We've got flies landing on everything.
You only need that if you're dealing with raw meats. You don't need that if it's
No?
just to wash the regular dishes.
That's what they do in bars.
And we're gonna try. Yeah, but we're gonna try. If I could.
We're putting such a minute amount in.
In some Mavic cleaner that might be healthier. We're getting nosebleeds. Kristen and I are getting nosebleeds from the chloride. So we'll see if we can find. We can shop together.
We can
Joe.
find something else.
Yeah,
Okay. So what I want done in the kitchen is the dishes, obviously, maybe one person putting them away after one person dries and rinses them. I want the range broken down every shift. Take the grates off, scrub them. If we do that, it's not going to build up on them. There's some still wool over there. If we do it twice a day and continue to do it, it's not going to be built up, and it's going to be really easy every time we do it. Take the burners off, take the grates off. It doesn't take that long. I got a lot of the stuff off last night, spent a lot of time doing it, and it was pretty gross. And if we continue to do that and address these things daily, it's going to be easy. It's going to actually be really easy. So I got the sign-up sheet here. Then I've got the chores. I broke them down, and let me know if I missed anything for Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 1 person for the table, clear it off, wipe it down. 2 people for the bathroom, sweep, trash, toilet, vanity. The front porch, sweep it, clear it off. The back porch, same, sweep, clear it off. The house, barn, whatever we call this, sweep it, pick up trash. There's 3 slots for that. It's a lot of work. Let me know if you guys feel like it's too much, or we can get more people over there. The property cleanup. This place, Yes, Red.
Real quick, the barn crew schedule is about the same time as the dish schedule, so that will kind of make it hard for barn crew.
I'm calling this the barn. This place the barn,
okay,
and that's the stable.
Okay, well, I'm talking about the dish schedule versus what time milkers are over there milking, and the morning barn people are over
Well, we
there.
can rotate, or they can do a morning, or if they're in the evening, they can do the morning. I mean, everybody knows their schedule, so just when you have free time, sign up for the class. This place, being a general contractor, know what things cost. I don't know what this property with all these structures in the lake are valued at, but probably multi-million, 4, 5, up to 10 million given this area. We're not treating this like a $10 million place, and we're treating it like a hotel. We're leaving dishes everywhere. There's garbage everywhere. I really want people, and I don't want to nag people. I've become my mom. Nobody wants to be their mom, but I remember growing up, her always nagging me, put your dishes away, clean up after yourself. And living alone and being a bachelor, I've done that. And my place stays relatively clean, and I don't have to do some crazy cleaning once a week. I'd like to see that here. I know it's hard. Try and, I don't want to keep policing people, and I feel like I'm being a nag, but people are leaving dishes everywhere. People are leaving trash everywhere. It's not my responsibility or anybody else's to clean up after you. Your mom's not here. She's not going to clean up after you. And just if you bring And let's take some pride in this place. A lot of hard work went into building this place and developing it. And I can imagine what some of those people watching this are thinking, what we did to their hard work. And let's try and respect it and honor it and treat it like your home at home in the real world. Let's take some pride in it. So the property cleanup is the whole property. It's going to be just picking up some trash, the fire area, the log area. I've noticed some plastic bags floating around in the lake. There's logs untied, floating around with rope, and then the waterfall. There's 4 people doing that. That should be enough people. And like I said, if we keep doing this, only 3 times a week for about half an hour with this many people, it's not going to build up, and the place is going to look better. We're going to feel better, and it's responsibility. Then there's the stable, which I assume you'll probably want to be over there.
Yeah.
There's two slots for that, and that's just pick up the trash. I know it's a lot of dishes over there, and then some organization.
That's what I've been working on.
Picking up the cotton, picking up, we can organize the building area. That's our responsibility. We'll make sure that the parts are put back where they need to be.
I'll be able to get it all squared away.
Okay. Well, you can have somebody. There's 14 slots there. Please sign up for one. I'm gonna roam, and as my presidency ends, I will fill into one of these areas. We'll find a new one, or someone else will implement if this doesn't work. I'm going to try and go over everything, make sure that we're executing. Like I said, I don't want to be the police. You're not going to get in trouble. I just would like people to be accountable and responsible. And I'm going to try and help out. If one area has more issues, I'll try and help out there. And I'm just going to kind of float around and see how things are going. Then we haven't really defined, we know who's in charge of these core areas. But I would like to know who's in what area and that everybody's committed to helping out in those areas. So we got all these sign-up sheets. You guys knew this was coming. So the core areas, just put your name under. We've got the house, the garden, the infrastructure, the stable. I know that Kristen's been working on the business stuff. Is she here? Oh, there she is. I know you've been working on that. So just write down what you've been doing, just so I have I know what you've been doing. You know what you've been doing. Everybody knows where everybody's been working, but just so it's on paper and everybody's committed to an area. Lastly, things that we need to start thinking about that aren't necessarily going to happen right away, but just start getting the dialogue going. We need to figure out what we're going to do with that calf once it's born. We have a few options. We can sell that. So if we decide to put the calf with the mom, then we can sell them together. If we're deciding to sell the calf, we need to break them up right away and bottle feed her.
We are allowed to sell the mom with the calf now?
We are allowed to, if it's a business decision and it's amongst the group, and we decide to do that. We can do that. We're just not allowed to sell that cow because we messed up and we don't want to be responsible for their environment.
But there's a possibility of a profit margin with if we keep both the milking cows. Dedeker can make milk soap if I can supply her with the lye, and I can make the lye out of her egg.
Milk with
Soap.
lye?
Milk soap with the lye.
Soap.
And with this milk soap, I talked to the vets yesterday, and they said it's really a popular thing around here, and they sell for $7, $8 a bar. If we get like some kind of mold that says Utopia soap or something along that lines, we could probably get $10 a bar. We sell 100 bars a month. We're not only just paying for the animals, but we're also putting some change in our pocket.
But keep in mind, we don't need the milk from both cows
Exactly.
for that to happen.
So
we don't have to make a decision today. These are just the options. If it's a male,
then
then
it's going to be a meat.
it's going to be meat.
Whether
Whether
we
we use it and butcher it, which I don't know that I want, or anybody here wants to break down a cow. We can do it though. But those are just the options we all need to start thinking about, because that's next week, right?
Yes. I don't
Okay.
think we're going to be able to butcher this cow because I already talked to Chris about this, and we set up a naming auction thing where people can pay to vote for a name and basically put a name into the pot. And the top 3 names that gets picked the most will vote on and choose a name for the baby. That brings in some money for us. And if we were going to allow someone to name the cow and then turn around and butcher, I think that would offend a lot of people.
I know, but we need to decide what we're doing first as a group.
No, I'm saying we butchering the baby is not an option because that's going to offend a lot of people. We're going to sell the naming rights for the baby and then turn around and butcher it.
But we might sell the baby.
We can sell the baby, but we can't.
Right.
I don't recommend us.
These are just
butchering
options I'm throwing out there. I'm
Yeah.
not necessarily with butchering that calf. I don't know that I want that to happen, but I'm just throwing out options so everybody knows the options.
Whether
Okay?
we butcher it or somebody else butchers it, it will be butchered at the end of the day. People do not keep the male.
They can also be sold for breeding as a stud bull.
Right.
The vet
These are all
said- the vet
options, and we
said
need to
that's very
find out what's
rare
most economically
anymore.
viable for us.
Because they have a way of keeping the semen.
And we're not making a decision or a debate. I'm just letting you know all the options to start thinking about.
We also need to find out if keeping the cow, how fast it grows versus how fast like the weight, and like if we wait like a week, will we get more money from it? And if we wait like 2 weeks, maybe we get like triple the amount. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we need to run those numbers and put that together.
I think
heard her
that
say 3 months. Bottle.
Amanda?
And you guys have to keep in mind, it has to be done pretty much by Saturday because the calf will be here. And we have to start. So either bottle feeding was the suggestion,
And we
or
do have
taking
the
the mother, or separate, or putting them together. And we first have to decide that. So it needs to be done ASAP.
Yeah, we need to start thinking about it and then have a debate.
Estimates to find out how much.
Probably Farmer Lefty, since he's one who raises and sells cattle. He would know.
Let's get his opinion.
Yeah.
I trust him. Okay, just something to think about. Same with the chickens. There's some that are incubating right now. We have to either expand the chicken coop, which we can do on 3 sides, push it out a little bit, or we can start harvesting some of the hens that aren't laying eggs.
Well, the numbers that we've got incubating
We can
right
sell
now,
the chicks.
the numbers that we've got incubating right now, we can handle in the current facilities to raise to pullets, and then we would butcher
How many do
them
we have
in.
incubating?
5, is it?
5, I think, is what it was last count. So we could keep those in the facilities and butcher them when they come pullets. But I don't want to put any more in incubating until we figure out what we're going to do for facilities. So I've been just going ahead and harvesting eggs and bringing them on in.
I think butchering chicks when they are mature is like, if I'm not correct, it's like a 3 month, 4 month, 3 month process.
Yeah, about 3 months.
So, I know you talked about watching, see who's laying and who's not.
Well, right now I'm seeing if the current procedures I'm on now ain't increasing our egg production to where we don't have to be concerned
What
with that.
procedures have changed?
First thing in the mornings, I'm releasing them out. Right off the bat, because I think what has happened where we've been keeping one closed off while we're cleaning the others, and then put them in another one while we're cleaning the other, and then releasing them. I think we've had some lay eggs around on the farm instead of actually in the coop. And what gave me the clue on that was we kept finding one egg on the ground inside the coop.
What other procedures did you change?
And that was the main procedure. Is what I'm talking about is I think where we
So you let them out an
First.
hour earlier?
first thing in the morning. Yeah.
All right, what else? Anything else?
Not other than we're not scraping up all their chicken feed in the morning. We're just getting the poo up and.
All right, so nothing really major has changed except letting them out early. I think we got to watch them. I think that's a good idea. I think we got to, the ones who
We
ain't
may
laying.
have to at one point, but right
Whack
now
'em
we
out.
got 8 eggs yesterday, and we got 7 eggs today, which is quite a bit increase on the egg production. And that's pretty decent actually, but if we can get, I'm on the next couple of days, see if we don't get another 8 or 9 eggs, and if we get that, then we're on a pretty good schedule. As long as the chickens lay an egg every 2 days, you're pretty good, but you do have some chickens that lays an egg every day.